So it is Monday morning, I'm back. So before I show you the cast cannons, because I know that's what people are wanting to see, where they be up to. So just plodding along with the aluminium hand wheels, the square bosses that we've got to do. We've got one more box. Well, I've got this box to finish, and then one more, because I'm making 8 boxes. I've got 4 down the back, 4 there. We've got these little aluminium handles in that box, and then we've also got this rocket cover. Don't know if I mentioned it in last week's video, I'm unsure, because I've still not edited it. So that's in there. So that's what we've got to cast. Steve is also shot blasted. We've had a rhino refracking, which is here, and it was all rusty because obviously don't come galvanised, don't come nothing, just painted aren't in, the rust has obviously come off. The paint's come off and then the rust has ate away at it, so that's been blasted. And also a butcher's rack, which is like something from years ago, which I found out I've never seen one before, and then they hang the pigs on it in the middle of the butcher's, something along the lines of that. So, cannons. Oh no, before we show you the cannons, let's show you the other jobs. So, the council job, which is the infill panel with the 2 little pieces, which are one there and one there, and then we've also got the cannon wheels. The top hat is obviously a priority for me because I need to see if it's in there. The top hat casting is done obviously, but found out the pattern maker's still not got these buckets ready, which is frustrating. Due to the fact that I need the buckets. I need the buckets to make jobs. So the top hat obviously is there. And you can probably understand why I call it a top hat. But the cannon, Steve started dressing the first one. So here she is. Looking lovely. There is the detail on the other side, so this is the bottom of the cannon. So we'll turn that over once it's finished. And then we'll have a better look at it. But obviously this is it blasted, the one that didn't show you outside, because it's still got sand all over it. And then obviously we have the tube. So obviously once all that's cut off, it'll look spot on. So the chippy project is all, I don't know if I've mentioned it, but it's all done. So we need to get all these out and photographed. I told the customer they're ready, so that'll be my job this afternoon. Because we are now just getting ready for the aluminium cast. As I've said, one more box to do. We've also got another job on, well, another job that's moulded, and it's in here. And it is just a big lump. Just trying to see if I can see the pattern. Basically, it's like a letter T, but solid lump. It's weighing 120 kilo, roughly. I worked it out. Yeah, so I would show you, but it's basic. In fact, it's got to be down here. The aluminium is ready. It is. See, just basically a big lump, and I'm surprised we're doing this because realistically now, jobs like that just get machined out of a block, which is quite frustrating on our part, but it is what it is. The prices aren't they? So yeah, but obviously they do it in steel, where that's a ductile iron, or it was like you know, the valve body we done the other week that they wanted to machine out of steel, when the job is actually cast iron. It was made in cast iron for a purpose and for a reason, not just to be machined out of a steel block. But it is what it is. A lot of wasted metal that goes off to China and then comes back as shit castings. But yeah, that's it. So let's get ready and we'll cast this aluminium. So it is Tuesday. Yeah, so it's Tuesday. I'm obviously back in again today. So we're going to show you the cannons that we've cast, and they're all dressed with the wheels. But before we go any further, I said last week that I wanted a new camera. So I did go down the shop and have a look, but they didn't have any. Or they haven't got them in because they're new. So we have bought a new camera so we can start doing better point of view content. So one that I can wear or put it on my cap. It's only small, it's a new DJI one, nano one, with some new mics so that we can make better videos with moulding things, and then obviously casting can be good. Get the mic on when we're casting by the furnace, get the crackles and the pops. Yeah, so obviously we also cast the alley, but let's show you the look of the cannons. So we've got the two cannons and we've got 4 wheels. Come out lovely. And then obviously we've got the badge as well, haven't we? Which is there. And we've also got the alley hand wheels, so we knocked them out. And obviously they've got to be dressed as of yet. So we need to get them sorted. I don't know what I'm doing with the camera, but we're doing it. The chippy projects are all palleted up. So starting off with, there's actually 6 brackets on there. The 2 originals and then 4 new ones. We've got the 4 different panels, which is obviously the long one, the medium one, the small one. Turn that off a sec. But where we were at before Paul turned the radio on, and obviously copyright will do me. So we've got them ones, and then there's 3 big panels on there. The top one is the pattern, and then the other ones are underneath. So there's 3 of them, they're all done. Steve's making noises in the background again, like usual. We're blasting. Oh, we had a couple of gates in for blasting. The council project is all blasted, ready to go. David has put the name on it, so hopefully he's not put it on upside down. So he's branded it. Why has he put it on there, I don't know, but it is. So Steve's got to finish that, as well as the 2 little pieces that are there. Let's leave Steve now. Oh! Dog lead. The rocket cover that we done. It's in the office, so we're going to have a look at it. We do hope the fella has allocated enough space for shrinkage, because obviously it does shrink. So here it is. This one's the sample, and then this one's the new cast one, and we've actually got the letters, which I'm very surprised at. They've come out really well. And then obviously this end, we've got all that, whatever that, motor Euro. Yeah, they've come out not bad. It's shrinked about 1/4 of an inch. If I just push that against that wall, you'll see. It's roughly 1/4 of an inch shrinkage. Should we have a look what the width is? And that is near enough bob on. Oh, 1 minute. Yeah, bob on, that's fine. But it has shrinkage. Shrunk. Merseyside Castings there, look. A couple of our jobs that we've done in the city. The water fountain and the benches on New Brighton. Let's have a look on the inside. These are the old ones, we could do new ones. There's the crusher plates on the top. All sorts of different mad stuff. Bells. Street furniture. Yeah, so that's basically today. Because I've actually got the hospital, so I've got to go. So I've got to get it checked up on that old stone that we've got. But it is what it is. Feel good, feel fine, feel ready for the day. So, it is what it is. Onwards and upwards. Paul's playing around with railing heads again. David's not in, because he's getting his tree cut down. But let's go and see Paul. Playing around with railing heads again, Paul. So it's Thursday now, and we've skipped a day. Nothing really happens on the front of casting wise. We are still waiting on the patterns for the buckets. Just pain, because obviously we need them now to crack on with the jobs. So blasting, we had this big blue part of the hopper that we done, the greasy hopper, in for blasting. So we had to blast that first, which we've done as much as we possibly can. So this, believe it or not, is weighing about 2 ton. And I know that because the stacker will lift 2 ton. And obviously when we're on it, we can lift it up, don't get me wrong. But if I put the stacker in on its own, it starts lifting the back up on the stacker. So I know that's about 2 ton. So we've done as much as we can. We aren't very comfortable with turning it over. Here comes Paul with his shopping trolley. I'll give you the lift now. So we aren't comfortable turning over, and we did have a lifting hook on of the customer done, which was there, and it snapped the lifting hook, which is snapped on the inside. So we're not going to turn it over to clean the underside, which underside was only that part, wasn't that, because that's all got teeth in it. So that's like the main shredding part of the shredder. Blasting wise as well, we had another 10 pipes that also come in yesterday, which we had to get done because he come back to pick them up. But as well as the 10 pipes, he's also dropped 66 pipes off, which we were doing. So Steve's actually been in since 6:30 because we've got to go early. We've got them. We've done them this morning so far. We've got 20 on there, we've got 13 on there, then I've got 13 straight ones. Yes. Stoke, I hope today, as we've got the gearboxes and lids that are in with depth stand material that we're getting done. Got to pick them up, but as well as picking them up, they're also giving us some SG jobs, which we've got to do for them. Just give us a very short deadline, but obviously we've got SG going through because we've got the big block, we've got the buckets which are all SG. So I've got to order some more pig iron because we haven't got none SG pig iron. So hopefully, normally it's on a quick turnaround. If we should have it, so I'll have to order it today so we get it tomorrow or Monday. But more importantly is our sand is low, and we ordered sand on Monday. What day did you order the sand? Was it Monday or last Friday? Thursday. Last Thursday. So we ordered sand last Thursday. They told us Monday. No, they asked us Monday or Tuesday. We said Tuesday. They rang us up Monday. Said can't deliver Tuesday, it'll be Wednesday. Rang us up Tuesday. It won't be Wednesday, it'll be Thursday. So obviously today's Thursday, so we were expecting it. So we rang them up last night. And said, not going to be able to get you there. Maybe Friday. And normally sand's is quick, vast turnaround. But unfortunately for our sand supplier, they have 2 dryers, they fry the sand. Obviously the sand's got to be dry, it's wet, it's got to be dry, it's got to be cleaned, etc. One of the dryers is out of action and it's broke. The other one had a breakdown which needed maintenance on Monday. So they've been working round the clock. Obviously we've got a lot of customers, a lot of foundries, a lot of other variety of different things. Been working round the clock. So over the weekend they've got a bit of a stockpile. Then obviously Monday and that comes, they're now blowing straight into wagons. So they're behind, unfortunately. It is what it is and things happen. And it's not like you can go and pick a new dryer up off the shelf. It takes 12 months for one to be made. Unfortunately, it is what it is. So for us, I know I've got a bit of sand left so we can get going when we get these jobs. But I just know I've got to order sand ahead of time than normally just ring them up. But luckily enough, we are just waiting on the jobs. Customers have been on for the jobs, but obviously we're behind with the patterns. Give me a deadline and we're behind. So obviously what else has been happening? We're looking to sign, maybe I've got to sign ring then eBay or something. Our David wants to sell street signs that we've got. So we've got to figure out ways of doing them and that's most efficient. So we've got Anfield roads, we've got Bullens roads, obviously we're Evertonians, so we've done most of Goodison Park. This is what they're looking like, old style. Decent size. And then obviously being Evertonians, the one and only Goodison Park, this one's got holes in to be bolted to the wall. They are in cast iron, and they are solid. And then obviously we've got Goodison Avenue, and there's also one at the top. Don't know what it is. Might be Glad's. And the Glad, yes it is, the Glad Street. But with them, it's one of them. It's like you can buy different types. You can buy wooden ones, you can buy plastic ones. Obviously, ours are cast iron and proper ones, as I'll say. But it's trying to get a decent, fair price on them. There's a lot of work involved. Really or not. Obviously, moulding wise and dressing is not too bad. It's more the painting. But if I could just sell a bare casting, I could. But then again, you've got to think, let's be honest, who wants to buy just a bare casting? You want the finished product, don't you? So you're in a bit of a pickle. The painting takes forever, and especially the black bit. And yeah, don't know, gotta have to crunch some numbers and see what we can do them at. But it's like everything. But we did get a job in. We did get a job in. We got this little thing in, which is a bit mad. Because I don't know who's made it. But obviously the size of the core print. And the core print doesn't come off, so realistically, that core print, if that come off and that had dowels in to locate it, makes the job 10 times easier. So you got to bed this in and then joint it up. Where if the core print was off, it'll be flat, wouldn't it, across the red bit. You just put it down the box, ram it up with sand, take it out. So that's just like a little cast iron cap, and has a core that sits in it. David's done the job now, so I can't really show you, but we can show you once it's finished. NHS tables back in. There's meant to be 30 of these little white tables that we're doing, but you can only do them one at a time. And they actually, so they're a set price for blast them. And he threw these two in with black. Trying to get away with things. Nothing slips past me. But anyway, so hopefully I'll be going up to Stoke, pick some jobs up. Let's see what happens. So obviously Steve's going at 12. Oh yeah, cannons have gone and the chippy project have gone. Found out it's not actually off the chippy. The chippy was the next one. It's Clitheroe somewhere. So yeah, let's go. Onwards and upwards. Friday, and you're probably thinking, you're in your own clothes. And it's not that because I'm about to go home, because I've still got things to do. The thing is, I was in the hospital then, ultrasound, and then I've been up to St Helens to see our mate because I needed to pick a check up for him to give this to the pattern maker. Them two are hard arguments. I'll get into it. But I have been to the pattern maker and I have picked our patterns up for our job, which I'm going to tell you a bit more. But obviously, we were doing the pipes. Obviously, me and David got the rest of them done. And we left 4 for Steve to do today. Oh, sand. It's still not been. And I've only just got back and it's just gone 3 o'clock. It's now coming Monday. So touch wood if they're working over the weekend. We'll get sand, because now we need the sand because we've got job. But the shop blaster's broke. So, the dust deck, well, the shop blaster's not broke, but it'll still work, but we've got no dust extractor. It's down again. Which is not what I want, so it'll be for me to try and fix Monday, check all the fuses, etc. And see what it is. So, being a pattern makers. So, what I was saying is obviously the lad from St Helens, they were his benches that we done a couple of months ago, supposedly Titanic benches. So them two, the pattern maker was getting him a set done in bronze or brass, which we were told by another foundry, which was fine. Do what you want to do. If they're cheaper, go ahead, I'm not bothered. But they had loads of problems. They made one, and as they made the other one, they ran out of metal or something, and then the lads went away, and then it got put back, and then the lad in St Helens, his customer didn't want the job. So we were then going to make a set, so I picked up the aluminium patterns, which he had, the ones that we made, and while he was there, he had the bronze ones. And I don't really like, obviously, it is what it is, so I've picked them up, which they're here. Obviously, we've not made them. They're not bad. Just a bench at the end of the day, but obviously aluminium and bronze. So I've got to try and be the middleman and the peacekeeper. I'm going to have to do a bit of work on them though. Bit of fettling. But our jobs, what have we got? And obviously I was thinking on my way home, I'm going to say, put it in the comments if you guess what it is. But I've already said what it is the other day, so by the start, if you've seen this, you'll know what it is, so it was half pointless, do you know what I mean? But before I show you, don't forget, drop us a comment and a like, or whatever you do, you know what I mean? Appreciate everyone who does comment. But this is our job. So here's our samples. And this is what they're going to make. So that is going to make them, basically. So compact 2 in a box. So that'll be our bottom box. No, that'll be our top box, and this will be our bottom box. So obviously compact that with sand. Got to go nice and tight all the way around, get the nice finish. That'll flip over. Take that off, then obviously fill that one with sand, and then that one will sit on top in that one, and that'll create the bucket. So we've got 110 of them to make, which is obviously 55 boxes. But then I've got them too, haven't I? We've actually made them off the customer's sample, and we made them loose. So obviously when we were pricing this up, we had to price up. I've priced it up off that, but obviously I could have made them off that. But it still worked out cheaper to get a new pattern made to make it 105 than 110 and make it 110 loose ones. Speed is everything. You're probably thinking, why is that one red? That one's 3D printed. And then obviously he's used that one. He's made a resin one off that one. He also 3D printed the inside and then made the resin moulds off that. A lot of the days it is resin. Isn't it, Steve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit.
David, while I've been gone, has actually been cleaning the sand mixer. So this is the screw. I don't know if I've ever shown this. We make our own blades out of ductile, so we don't have to buy any, because it's just easier, isn't it? And then the inside, which he hasn't painted as of yet, and obviously that goes in, sand comes down, it's mixed with the resins and the ironers and down the bottom end, and then comes out of there, and then this is what it's like. So we've got nice jobs for Monday morning, got loads to go on with. We've got to try and fix the blaster, but at the same time we'll probably put 2 of us on them compacts, because if one rams them up, one can finish them and we can get them done even faster. Hopefully try and get them done by Friday. But I might have to put runner systems in it yet myself, because my alpha fella told them not to. People know it all and don't listen, so it is what it is. Onwards and upwards.